Over the holiday, I had the opportunity to sit down and watch the 1985 film Rappin. I wish I hadn't. Welcome to D's Movie Rants and Reviews. I'm your host, D, and recently I had the misfortune of sitting down and watching the 1985 film Rappin, released by Canon Films, same company who brought us Breakin' and its sequel Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo. Now, while Breakin' was a modest hit and Breakin' 2 was at least entertaining, Rappin' fails in both categories. Rappin' was neither a hit nor was it entertaining. As a matter of fact, to call Rappin' a bad movie would be an insult to bad movies. Rappin' stars Mario Van Peebles as John Rappin Hood, who upon being released from prison returns back to his old neighborhood to find it in danger of being changed by a developer who wants to push all the inhabitants out in order to make it more middle class through gentrification. Basically, it's the same plot from Breakin' 2, only this time with Rappin'. Rappin' Hood and his merry men, as they are called, fight against the developer and a rival gang led by a guy who looks a lot like one of the dancing gang leaders from the Michael Jackson Beat It video. This gang leader also happens to be dating Rappin' Hood's old girlfriend, who immediately falls back in love with Rappin' Hood upon seeing him when he comes home. Overall, the movie has a run-of-the-mill plot that tries to use Rappin' as a vehicle that inspires a change of heart in people and saves the neighborhood, except that the rapping sucks and the movie's about as entertaining as watching paint dry. The biggest problem with Rappin' lies in the fact that the film was made in the first place. My only thought is that the producers, feeling that they had cornered the market on hip-hop films with the success of Breakin', chose to use another element of hip-hop culture, Rappin' this time, to make another hit film. Only they didn't follow the formula of success that made Breakin' a hit. In Breakin', they used Shabba-Doo and Boogaloo Shrimp, two actual dancers, to be the stars. In Rappin', they went out and hired actors to portray rappers, showing that in Breakin' they understood who the target audience was going to be, but in Rappin' they had no clue. And then they further insulted us by giving us corny ass rhymes like these.
I've told you once, now I'm telling you twice. Don't push for a third, cause I'm not that nice. Hood tried to be polite, calm as can be. Any more interruptions, you deal with me.
Rappin' Hood and the merry men unite the neighborhood once again. What came down, we changed around. Red, yellow, white, black and brown. We made mistakes, but that's okay. Together we painted a brighter day. Fight fire with fire, some say it's true. But you know what? Water will do. Open up, stuff it in. Heat 'em up, drink it down. He's back, snack it back. I can feel it come through my fingertips. And it's working its way to my lower lip. It's stinging my eyes and rubbing my nose. Feeling its way underneath my clothes.
A little interesting side note is the fact that most of the rhymes written in the movie, from my understanding, were written by Ice-T, who's the only character from the previous two Breakin' films to make an appearance in the movie. And listening to the rhymes makes me speculate that he wrote these rhymes around the same time he wrote Treat Your Mother Right for Mr. T.
Mother, there is no other like mother, so treat her right.
This movie holds the distinction of insulting me as a movie buff, a hip-hop fan, and as a human being. I sincerely believe that the producers owe me and the general public an apology for releasing such an atrocity to movie theaters. Fortunately, the movie wasn't a success and it prevented the producers from committing further crimes on hip-hop culture, which I'm sure they would have done with the release of Scratchin' and Taggin'. Also, the genre of hip-hop films was rescued later that year with the release of Crush Groove, where the producers took the genius approach of hiring actual rappers to star in the movie. My final critique on the movie is this. If anyone watching this happens to build a time machine, you could do the world a big favor by going back in time to the set of this movie and destroying the camera. Until next time.